Hello, in today's video I'll be showing you how to add a bed probe to your 3D printer simply and easily at home for under $5. Okay, so adding a bed probe to your printer for under $5. Now that sounds amazing. However, there are some things you need to keep in mind, and this setup may not or will not work on all 3D printers. So the first thing is the bed probe itself. There are two variants, the PL08 and the PL05N. You can purchase these on AliExpress. They can also be found on Amazon and other resellers. You will find them the cheapest though on AliExpress. Now the difference between the 08 and the 05 is the sense distance. The 08 has an 8mm sense distance. The 05 is 5mm. Why you need to keep this in mind is both accuracy and your bed type. Now with the 08, it does have a larger interval than the 05, so it is not as accurate. However, it senses up to 8mm. Why this is important is your bed type also plays a huge impact on this. If your bed is a PCV style bed, or you have thick glass on your bed, this setup will not work. You need to have a ferrous bed. It needs to be either a spring steel sheet, or it needs to be at least 1/8 inch aluminum. The printer I'm using here has a 1/8 bed, and on top of that, a removable spring steel sheet. If you are using a steel bed, you can get away with the PL05 probe. There is enough sense distance. However, if you are using an aluminum bed, as it is not as ferrous as a steel bed, the sense distance will be reduced. So I highly recommend getting the PL08 if you wish to do this on a aluminum bed printer, just to ensure that you have enough sense distance to properly mount your probe and activate the probe before the nozzle hits the bed. Another thing to keep in mind is your printer's power supply and its voltage. While this will work with either a 12 or 24 volt printer, with 24 volts, the probe will be more accurate and you'll have better repeatability on the probe itself. Now, even with 12 volts on this printer and an aluminum bed, the repeatability is within a margin of error that it is still perfectly capable of producing fine first layers. So I already have the probe installed in this printer and I have been testing it now for a few days. However, I do have an extra one here and I'll be showing you how to do this assembly yourself. So for the probe, the PL08 or 05 could easily be sourced from AliExpress. There are options on Amazon as well. The BAT85 diode, this again can be sourced from AliExpress or any other electronics vendor. You will need some shrink tubing, some solder, a soldering iron, wire strippers, and crimpers, and whatever connector your board requires. Now it can be easier to strip and prep the wires with the probe not installed at the printer, so make sure you ensure you have enough wire run for wherever the probe will be installed, feeding to the controller board. And the first step will be removing the outer sleeve. Ensure that you do not damage the wires when removing it. Now the three wires you have here are black. This is your signal. Blue, this is your ground. And brown, this is your voltage, and this will be either 12 or 24 volt. Now the BAT85 diode needs to be installed in the signal wire with the black portion of the diode facing towards the probe. And we can simply solder this in line. If you want to strip your black wire shorter so that you do not have as much extra wire, you can easily do that. And we are soldering it in place. Now what I do here is I also solder wire to the opposite end of the BAT85 diode. This just allows you to put on a crimp connector easier. Now, once the BAT85 diode is soldered to the signal line, simply cover the diode and any exposed wiring with heat shrink. And then once that is done, you can go ahead and attach a connector to the ground and signal wire. Ensure that they are crimped on correctly so that the ground and signal match up with the pinout on your controller board. You may need to refer to the pinout diagram for whatever controller board you are using. And we go ahead and attach the connector. Now, when it comes to installing your probe, if you have available screw holes you can mount it to, you can use that. In my case here, I did have one available, and then I also had some Gorilla Glue on hand just to reinforce it. You may be able to find a design on Thingiverse. There may be already an adapter for it, or you may have to modify the design of your hot end to mount it. So once mounted, simply plug the ground and signal wires into your Z end stop connector on the board. And then again, for the voltage in, you either need to hook this up directly to your power supply, or if your controller board does have an available 12 or 24 volt source, connect it to that. In my case here, I had an extra hookup for 12 volts. So once it's hooked up, you can power on the printer, and the easiest way to check to make sure that your probe is working is simply pass something that is metal under the probe. Depending if you got a normally open or normally closed probe, the light will either turn on or turn off when metal passes under the probe. Now, your bed surface will impact the probe accuracy. With a PL08 probe here at 12 volts, I do average a range of 0.005 millimeters for accuracy. This is within a step once averaged out, so there is no problem there for bed accuracy. Now, off a 1/8 inch aluminum bed, I do have a shorter sense distance. It is only about 4 millimeters versus the 8 millimeters, and the accuracy is greater. However, once averaged out, it does fall within margin of error and does lead to accurate first layers. Now, once the probe is installed, of course, you are going to have to go through and configure it in your firmware, which, since there are multiple firmwares out there right now, I won't go over each firmware. This one right now is configured with Clipper, and it's running as a virtual end stop. So this is the only Z end stop that I have in the printer. So just reference your printer's firmware, as there are guides for setting up bed probes with each firmware out there. Thank you for watching. I hope you have found this video informative. If you do want to give it a shot, go ahead and let me know how it works below in the comments. I have been running this exact type of probe in my Voron V2 for the past 2 years now, and the probe itself is, again, a $3 probe from China and has been performing flawlessly the entire time. So these probes do work when you use them correctly. If you like this sort of content, don't forget to hit that like button below. I am continuously working on projects, and I do weekly printer build streams, so if you subscribe, you can follow along with that. I do have a Twitter now as well, at 3DPNero, so if you follow that Twitter, I do post upcoming snippets of videos and other projects I am working on. Again, I hope you have enjoyed this video and learned something as well. Thank you, and have a great day.